You're close enough now. You can get it in there. You can see the tree. Stand up. You can see the tree right to your right. See those branches?
Oh my God.
Just dangle it near those branches right in there. Let it go down to the bottom next to those branches. So Lily and I are doing some bluegill and crappie fishing.
That was a horrible cast. Nobody look at that.
Just you don't even need to cast it. Just hey, let's try that. See what that does. Yeah, a little bluegill and crappie fishing. We just pounded them off this tree in the water. That tree right there comes all the way out into the water. We just literally filled our cooler up in this one tree. Bluegill and crappie, some nice ones. Dig it a little bit. You got just bounce it around. I'm gonna give you a little rundown about the history of bluegill in Maine. So these fish that we're catching are true bluegills. These aren't sunfish. I mean, they're sunfish. Bluegills are sunfish, but these are actual true bluegills. Oh, let's see here. That's a nice male right there. That's a nice male bluegill. You can tell by the males are more colorful, and they're a lot darker up top too. These are true bluegills right here.
You're literally scaring away all the fish.
No, you got it, Lily. They were illegally introduced into this watershed a long time ago. We're in the Sheepscott River watershed, one of the ponds that is attached to the river system. And the whole entire Sheepscott River system is loaded with bluegill. Biologists discovered them, I think it was back in, oh shoot, I want to say 2013 or something like that, I think it was. They were in this particular pond doing some electrofishing, trying to figure out, they had heard this crappie in here and they were trying to figure out how bad it was, and as they were assessing that situation, they came across all the bluegill. So they
It's like a rock or something. Either that or it's just like a giant fish.
right in there too. So yeah, they discovered the bluegills while they're trying to figure out the crappie situation, and they went and checked every body of water connected to the Sheepscott River system, and they discovered that it's just right loaded with bluegills. And they've been in here for years, and they're assuming it's from an illegal. Bucket biologist. I'm gonna pause this for a second and turn you around. Yeah, so anyhow, they're illegally introduced in here years ago. They're thinking they've been in here for years because the population's so strong. We fished Sheepscott Pond the other day. Oh, you got one, small one.
It's that little one that you probably saw. Look at it.
And that's a little female. Show them. That's a little female. She's a lot more drab, not so colorful. Yeah, let's see a good close up of that.
Mother.
Yeah, and they got some spines like perch. And you can see the can you get it? I'll show you before you let her go. I want to show you some of the bluegill characteristics.
The spines.
Yeah, those spines are bad.
I don't even think
those spines are bad. But I want to show them the bars that go up and down the body.
Okay.
Let's see it. Oh, give me a little girl. Oh, jeez. You can see the bars up and down, stripes almost. They go up and down. That's a characteristic of a bluegill, of a true bluegill. They always have that little bit of orange right here and the blue on the chin. And the females aren't nearly as colorful. The males, that orange or red will stand right out, as will the blue. And the males are a lot darker up top too. A lot darker overall than the females.
Got me. It's like a little prick, but still.
So yeah, just a little little rundown of the history of these fish. Everywhere else in the country, they're probably the most popular game fish, and they're considered a game fish, and for good reason. They're, for their size, they fight like crazy. They're fun to catch.
Like that little one, I thought it was bigger because of how much she was fighting.
Yeah, they fight like crazy for a little fish, and they're absolutely delicious. The best eaten freshwater fish there is. What do you think, Lil?
Yeah, they're my favorite fish to eat out of all the fish that I've had.
Yep, they're super mild fish, real mild flavor. I had a couple of friends, well, my cousin Ross and his wife tried some the other night, and Ross is not a fish eater at all, and he loved them. Natalie loved them too. She went back for seconds.
Tell them what you catch the big ones on.
Oh, the cheese? Yeah, the other day, I don't know if you guys were watching my videos that I posted from Sheepscott the other day, but Sheepscott Pond, but Lily's friend Kennedy tried some cheese on the end of her hook. Cheese.
Sharp cheddar.
Yeah, sharp cheddar, and she freaking caught the biggest one of the day and a bunch of other fish on that.
Oh, she beat you out of bluegill.
Yeah, yep. So they're willing, they're usually willing to bite at any point. It's kind of slow today. We're catching them, but it's slower than usual here today.
I want a bobber.
You want a bobber?
Yeah. This is getting boring without a bobber.
Alright.
I don't want to switch trees.
Yeah. But yeah, anyhow, Lily wanted to come out today, just her and I. And
it's been, honestly, I think a few years since it's been just us.
Yep, it has. So this is actually out of the whole Sheepscott river watershed. This is my favorite pond to go to. There's a bunch of other ones that I haven't tried yet, and they all got bluegill. This is the only one that I know of that has crappie.
Poppage.
Although eventually the crappie will be everywhere, but for right now they're in here. We catch just as many crappie in here as we do bluegill, I think. So this is why I like coming here, because you can catch both. The bluegills we caught at Sheepscott Pond the other day most of them were hybrids that we caught that day. Which is, they call them pumpkin gills because they're half pumpkin seed sunfish and half bluegill. And you do catch them in here too, but there's more. You get more of the pure.
Right?
You get more of the pure bluegills in here, and then
oh my gosh, this is the first time I put on a bobber.
Than we did over there.
Is it too low?
No, you're fine, hon. The pumpkin gills, though, they fight just as good and taste just as good. One thing I read about these bluegills is they're super invasive fish. Once they're in a body of water, they're impossible to eliminate. And they will breed with the pumpkin seeds, and they will eventually take over and breed out the pumpkin seeds.
I'm kind of wondering what it'd look like if they bred with crappie.
That ain't gonna happen.
I know, it's just like, I wonder what the fish would look like.
So that was one of the biggest things the biologists were worried about, was them eliminating the pumpkin seed sunfish. So when people talk about sunfish in Maine, that's what they're talking about, is the pumpkin seed sunfish. A lot of people don't even realize that these bluegills are completely different, and they don't even realize we have bluegills. These bluegills are a lot beefier, more aggressive.
Really fun to catch.
Really fun to catch, and they're a lot better eaten.
And they're not just like, you have to like pick a spot and try to find them. You can listen for them.
Yes, yeah, you can hear them. We're hearing them right now. They make a popping sound, and what they're doing is they're sucking in bugs off the water. They'll also shoot water. They'll shoot water from their mouth at spiders and bugs that are clinging on brush above the water. You get a lot of these overhanging trees with overhanging branches, and they'll shoot water at those bugs and knock them off.
We watched one at our last spot, like so close to the I can't think of the
shoreline.
Thank you. They're so close to the shoreline. It's basically like on the shoreline, but he was jumping up and like grabbing the branch because he was getting bugs.
He's picking bugs off the branch, yeah. But you'll hear him popping. We can hear him right now. It's like a snapping sound. That's one of the ways you can locate them.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, that's one of the ways you can locate them, is hearing that popping. But all right, we're gonna get back to it. We got a cooler to fill up. That fish fry we had the other day from Palermo, from Sheepscott, was delicious. So we wanted to get a bunch more today. That's what we're doing. That's our mission.
I didn't get my fill either. I only caught. I barely fished that day.
Yeah. We're filling it up though.
Yep.
Good mess of crappie and bluegill. All right, Lily, you ready?
Yep.
All right. Peace out.